Have you ever looked at your child and thought, why are you lying about something so small? You can see the truth. They know you can see the truth. And yet, they still deny it. The spilled juice. The broken toy. The unfinished homework. And in that moment, most parents feel a mix of confusion, frustration, and fear. If they're lying now, what does that mean later? But what if I told you something that might completely change how you see that moment? What if lying isn't a character flaw? What if it's not defiance? What if it's not even about honesty at all? What if it's something children learn quietly, not because they want to deceive, but because they're trying to stay safe? Today, let's talk about the hidden ways parents accidentally teach kids to lie, without ever meaning to. Not through bad parenting. Not through neglect. But through completely normal, well-intentioned reactions that almost all of us have had. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Why this matters more than we think. Lying is one of the behaviors parents worry about most. We worry it means our child is becoming sneaky, disrespectful, untrustworthy. But research and child psychology tell us something very different. Children don't start lying because they don't value honesty. They start lying because they're learning how to manage emotional risk. To a child, telling the truth isn't a moral decision. It's a calculation. Will I still be loved? Will I be safe? Will this make things worse? When honesty feels risky, children don't choose truth, they choose protection. And the hardest part is they don't learn this from lectures. They learn it from patterns. Small moments. Tiny reactions. Repeated over time. Now here is the big misunderstanding about lying. Most of us were raised to believe this. If you punish lying enough, kids will stop lying. But what punishment actually teaches is not honesty. It teaches strategy. Children don't stop lying when punished. They just get better at hiding. They learn what adults want to hear. What version of the truth feels safest? When silence is smarter than honesty. So if punishment doesn't create honesty, what does? The answer is uncomfortable, but powerful. Children learn honesty when honesty feels emotionally safe. So let's talk about 6 hidden ways that safety gets disrupted, often without us realizing it. 1. When truth is only welcome if it's pleasant. Think about this. A child tells the truth. And the adult response depends on whether the truth is convenient. When a child says, I shared my toy, we smile. We praise. We celebrate honesty. But when a child says, I didn't like grandma's gift. I was angry at my teacher. I didn't want to help. Suddenly the room shifts. Tone changes. Faces tighten. Energy drops. Nothing dramatic, just enough. And the child learns something very important. Truth is welcome, only when it makes adults comfortable. So next time, they edit. Not because they're dishonest, but because they're socially intelligent. 2. Emotional reactions that quietly punish honesty. Children are incredibly sensitive to emotional shifts. A sigh. A pause. A disappointed look. A sudden silence. We may think, I didn't say anything. But children feel everything. So when a child finally tells the truth and the response feels heavy, tense, or withdrawn, the message lands clearly, that wasn't safe to say. No yelling is required. No punishment needed. The nervous system remembers. And next time, honesty hesitates. 3. The white lies we normalize every day. This one is uncomfortable, because it's so common. Tell them you liked it. Say you're fine. Just tell them you're busy. Don't say that out loud. We call these social skills. But children don't hear nuance, they hear rules. They learn. Sometimes honesty is wrong. Sometimes pretending is expected. Sometimes truth is less important than keeping things smooth. So when they lie later, they're not rebelling. They're following the script they were taught. If this is already making you reflect, pause for a second. You're not doing anything wrong. Awareness is where good parenting actually starts. If you want more conversations like this, calm, honest, and grounded in real child development, consider subscribing to Bond and Bloom Parenting. This channel is about understanding children, not controlling them. Now let's keep going. 4. Overreactions to small mistakes. When small mistakes get big reactions, kids don't learn responsibility. They learn risk management. A spilled drink becomes a crisis. A forgotten chore becomes a lecture. A low grade becomes a moral issue. So children adapt. They hide mistakes. They deny reality. They lie, not to avoid responsibility, but to avoid emotional overwhelm. To a child, honesty feels dangerous when mistakes feel catastrophic. 5. Interrogation instead of curiosity. Did you do this? Are you lying to me? Tell me the truth. These questions feel logical to adults. But to a child, they feel like traps. Yes or no questions under pressure don't invite honesty, they demand self-protection. Children sense when truth is being extracted instead of welcomed. And once honesty feels like an interrogation, lying feels like armor. 6. Inconsistent adult honesty. This one is subtle and powerful. When rules bend based on mood. When honesty is flexible for adults but rigid for kids. When truth is situational. Children notice. They don't need lectures. They absorb behavior. And they learn. Honesty isn't a value, it's a tool. What lying really is. Here's the shift that changes everything. Lying is not about morality. It's about safety. Children lie when they fear. Disconnection. Shame. Emotional fallout. Losing approval. When honesty feels safe, children tell the truth, even when it's hard. Not because they're perfect, but because they trust the relationship. The big question. What actually builds honesty? So what helps? Not lectures. Not punishments. Not threats. Honesty grows when truth is met with calm, not reaction. Curiosity replaces interrogation. Mistakes are treated as learning, not identity. Parents model real honesty, including apologies. Children are thanked for telling the truth, even when it's inconvenient. This doesn't mean no boundaries. It means boundaries without fear. The long-term payoff. When children feel safe telling the truth, they come to you sooner. They hide less. They trust more. They don't lie because they don't need to. Honesty becomes natural, not forced. If you've recognized yourself in this video, pause. That recognition isn't failure. It's growth. Parenting isn't about perfection. It's about noticing patterns and choosing differently next time. Because honesty doesn't grow in fear. It grows in safety. If this video gave you a new way to see your child, share it with another parent who might need this perspective. These conversations change families. And if you want more parenting content that helps you understand your child, not just manage behavior, subscribe to Bond and Bloom Parenting. Like this video and add your comments. We're here to grow connection and let honesty bloom naturally.